गुरु महाराज तो इंग्लिश में कथा करते हैं, तो मैं अपने आप को योग्य नहीं समझती कि मैं यहाँ बैठ के आपको कुछ सुनाऊँ। लेकिन फिर से कहती हूँ, मुझे आज्ञा दी गई है और मैं सबको अ, थैंक करती हूँ कि मुझे यहाँ बुलाया। मैं हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों का प्रयोग करूँगी क्योंकि हिंदी मेरी फर्स्ट लैंग्वेज है नहीं। बट यहाँ कई सारे डिवोटीज़ हैं जो सिर्फ़ हिंदी समझते हैं, तो उनके लिए I will try to make it easier so that they understand whatever little I'm trying to communicate. So चलिए, मुझे व्रजलीला के बारे में चर्चा करने के लिए कहा, तो आज हम व्रजलीला के बारे में थोड़ी चर्चा करते हैं। तो मुझे स्मरण आता है रूप गोस्वामी की वाणी, विशेष करके हमारे उपदेशामृत में 9वें श्लोक में दिया है, वैकुंठा जनितो वरा मधुपुरी तत्रापि रासोत्सवाद वृंदारण्यम उदार पाणी रमणात् तत्रापि गोवर्धना। आपको अगर if you all want to pull up this श्लोक, you all can do it. It's nectar of instruction, श्लोक 9. So it goes like this. वैकुंठा जनितो वरा मधुपुरी तत्रापि रासोत्सवाद् वृन्दारण्यमुदारपाणिरमणात् तत्रापि गोवर्धना। राधाकुण्डम् इहापि गोकुलपते प्रेमामृताप्लावनात् कुर्यादस्य विराजतो गिरितटे सेवां विवेकिनका। इसका अर्थ क्या है कि ये रूप गोस्वामी हमारे गौड़ीय संप्रदाय के जो प्रथम और सर्वश्रेष्ठ प्रमुख आचार्य है, हम सब रूपानुगा बनने की अभिलाषा रखते हैं। उन्होंने कहा है कि वैकुंठा जनितो वरा मधुपुरी, के इस वैकुंठ धाम में चतुर्भुज रूप में श्रीमान नारायण विराजमान है। और what he is trying to say is that in Vaikunt we have the four-handed form Narayan who is present, but higher than that is the Mathura Dham, and higher than Mathura Dham is Govardhan, and higher than Govardhan is Radha Kund. So in short, he is trying to tell us the hierarchy of the importance of the places. So he is saying that in Vaikunt Lok में चतुर्भुज विष्णु इज विराजमान रहते हैं, एंड विच इंटेलिजेंट पर्सन will not take shelter of this most important place, which is Radha Kund. But now we are today talking about Giriraj. So let us discuss the hierarchy of the places which are giving us the importance about the place. तो वैकुंठा जनितो वरा मधुपुरी, इस वैकुंठ धाम में चतुर्भुज रूप में नारायण भगवान विष्णु रूप में विराजमान है। और इस भूतल का जो मथुरा मंडल है, यहाँ पे श्री कृष्ण भगवान ने जन्म लिया है, क्योंकि इस मथुरा मंडल ने वो दृश्य देखा है जो वैकुंठ में नहीं पाया जाता, इसीलिए मथुरा इज हायर देन वैकुंठ। भगवान कभी दो हाथों से वैकुंठ में रेंगते नहीं हैं, झूठ बोलते नहीं हैं, मृत भक्षण लीला नहीं करते, नवनीत तस्कर लाइक स्टीलिंग द बटर नहीं करते। ये सब वैकुंठ में नहीं पाया जाता। तो हम जैसे जानते हैं और सुनते हैं कि वैकुंठ में गौरव भाव है, वैकुंठ में ऐश्वर्य भाव है, वैसे मथुरा मंडल में, विशेष करके व्रज मंडल में वात्सल्य, साख्य और माधुर्य प्रेम का आदान प्रदान पाया जाता है। तो मैया यशोदा से भगवान कृष्ण रेसिप्रोकेट करते हैं। वात्सल्य, मैया यशोदा रेसिप्रोकेट्स प्योर लव विथ कृष्णा, वात्सल्य प्रेम करती है भगवान से। और गोपगण जो लोग हैं वो शुद्ध साख्य रूप में कृष्णा से प्रेम करते हैं और राधा, श्रीमती राधा रानी और गोपियाँ भगवान श्री कृष्ण से माधुर्य रूप में प्रेम करते हैं मथुरा या वृंदावन में। तो इसी कारण रूप गोस्वामी कहते हैं कि भगवान विष्णु के वैकुंठ रूप में जो अलग ऐश्वर्य भाव है, वो भाव वृंदावन या मथुरा में नहीं है। क्योंकि यहाँ भगवान अवतार लेते हैं, जन्म लेते हैं, तो उनको अलग-अलग रस में, भाव में वहाँ ही इज़ वर्शिप्ड। तो परंतु भूतल में भगवान बहुत सुंदर अवतार लेते हैं। वहाँ यहाँ जन्म लेते हैं, यहाँ बाल लीला करते हैं, मैया के गोद में खेलते हैं, मैया का स्तनपान करते हैं, झूठ बोलते हैं, मृत भक्षण लीला करते हैं, ब्रज के धूलि में रेंगते हैं, गैयों को चराते हैं और बहुत-बहुत सुंदर वेणु माधुरी की वादन भी करते हैं और ब्रजवासियों का मन मोहित करते हैं। तो ये वृंदावन धाम है। वैसे तो जब अगर देखा जाए तो from geographical point of view, this Vrindavan Dham falls in India and particularly in the Uttar Pradesh state. But actually, if you go to see, ये वृंदावन धाम is भौतिक दृष्टि से अगर आप देखें तो ये आपको वृंदावन धाम इंडिया में दिखता है, लेकिन अगर आध्यात्मिक दृष्टि से देखें तो ये भूतल में, भूमंडल में पाया जाता है और ये धाम बहुत चिन्मय है और शुद्ध वहाँ आध्यात्मिक शक्ति से बनी है और यहाँ जो भी वृक्ष है, फल, पौधे, ऑल द एनिमल्स, ऑल द क्रीचर्स, ये सब भगवान के निजी पार्षद है एंड दे आर ऑल इन्वॉल्व्ड इन राधा कृष्ण लीला. So we have to understand that we cannot see this Vrindavan from a material perspective, even though it is in the material world, because this Vrindavan Dham is a spiritual planet which is come on this material planet. So our vision has to be very spiritual when we look at it, and it should not be materially tinted. This is what Rupa Goswami is trying to tell us. और फिर रघुनाथ दास गोस्वामी व्रज विलास स्तव में कहते हैं कि ये सब सर्वानंदमयम मुकुंद दैतम लीलानुकूलम परम, मतलब यहाँ एवरीबडी इज इन द स्टेट ऑफ हैप्पीनेस, सब आनंदमयी है एंड एवरीबडी इज वर्शिपिंग मुकुंद, मुकुंद उनके प्राणनाथ है यहाँ, एंड एवरीबडी इज इन अनुकूल स्थित, दे आर all situated very favorably and predisposed very favorably to Radha Krishna and their leelas. So everybody in Vraj is trying to help Radha and Krishna meet. Everybody in Vraj is trying to help each other so that Radha and Krishna are eternally happy. And that is the whole goal of all the Vrajvasis there. तो इस प्रकार अभी देखते हैं कि ब्रज में जो जीव है वो सब राधा और कृष्णा के लीला अनुसार अनुकूल कैसे है. अब इससे बढ़कर एक स्थान है जिसका वर्णन रूप गोस्वामी ने किया है. सो हायर देन वैकुंठ इज मथुरा, he has said, and we just spoke about why Mathura is higher, because Lord Krishna took his birth, he took his birth there. He does his various pastimes with his various parental and with affection with gopas, with the gopis. But now it is said by Rupa Goswami that higher than Vrindavan is Govardhan. And why does he say that? He says that because in Vaikunt mein Chaturbhuj Vishnu रहते हैं, and you should not only think that in Vaikunt he is there in 400 form. There's in Vaikunt lok there are भिन्न different अलग तरह के धाम है, जैसे वराह लोक है, नरसिंह लोक है, राम भगवान भी वहाँ प्रदान है. So you will find different forms of Vishnu there. And we also know that Mathura, because Krishna was born in Mathura, he performed his various pastimes, and you don't see these pastimes in Vaikuntha Lok. Like there is no Janmashtami in Vaikuntha Lok, there is no Nandotsav in Vaikuntha Lok, there is no Abhishek in Vaikuntha Lok of Shri Krishna. You will not see Gai there, Gai charte nahi hai. Everything is in Aishwarya Bhav. तो हम जानते हैं कि भगवान श्री कृष्ण मथुरा धाम में प्रकट हुए, परंतु वृंदावन धाम में उन्होंने अपना घर बनाया और घर में पूरा दिन तो नहीं रहते भगवान। घर में ही डिसाइड्स ऑल डे लॉन्ग 12-12 घंटे वो अपने गोपियों के साथ में गोवर्धन में अ, वन करते हैं, विहार करते हैं। गोवर्धन के वन में विहार करते हैं। तो गिरिराज सर्वश्रेष्ठ है क्योंकि भगवान अपने माता-पिता, अपने निज परिवार और संघ को छोड़कर पूरे दिन वन विहार करते हैं गोवर्धन में, अपने सब सखों और सखियों के साथ। और केवल कृष्णा ही नहीं, भगवान जाते जाते हैं कि
पानी देना है,
भगवान अपने भाई
पानी देना है।
बलराम के साथ में भी वहाँ जाते हैं, दाऊद जी के साथ में जाते हैं गोचरण करने। और गोवर्धन एक सिर्फ साख्य लीला के लिए ही he is not famous only for Sakhya Leela, he is also famous for Madhurya Leela because there he performs his various pastimes with the gopis, with Srimati Radhika as well as with all the gopas. And also he is there with his cows also which are very dear to him. Now, गिरिराज में कहा गया है कि सारे लीलाएं प्रदान हैं और कहते हैं कि आप यहाँ से कई अगर फूल तोड़े हैं तो यहाँ पे फूल तोड़ते हैं, कई सारे फल पौधे हैं, कई सारे कंदर है। सो इन ऑल दीज प्लेसेस कृष्णा इज गोइंग एंड परफॉर्मिंग हिज पास टाइम्स। तो कहते हैं जब ललिता सखी एंड ऑल दे ऑल आर परफॉर्मिंग देयर पास टाइम्स, देयर माखन मिश्री भी होती है, सब होता है गोवर्धन में। सो देर आर वेरी फेमस प्लेसेस इन गोवर्धन वेयर all the pastimes are performed, and some of the famous pastimes is at the Dan Keli, is the Leela where Lalita Sakhi and all the Krishnas and the Gopas, they all go there. And when the gopis are passing through Govardhan, Krishna goes there in the form of tax collector, कर collect करने को जाते हैं और वहाँ जाके he stops in their way and he tells them that you all have to pay tax to us. So Lalita Sakhi says, why should we pay tax to you all? So then they say ki, you have to, I am the मंत्री ऑफ द किंग हियर, मैं यहाँ मंत्री हूँ और यहाँ से जो कोई भी जाता है उसे कर भरना पड़ता है। तो finally, then Lalita Sakhi says, but we have never seen you before. But he's all dressed up, as a mantri in the form of a मूछ, उसको मूछ रहती है, टर्बन पहने रहते हैं, अपने आप को छुपाए रहते हैं। और ललिता सखी की नजर फिर जाती है कृष्ण भगवान के कमर के पट्टे पर और उन्हें पता चलता है कि ये तो कृष्ण भगवान है। तो कृष्ण भगवान कहते हैं कि वो गोपियां कहती है हमारे पास तो कुछ है नहीं देने के लिए, हम क्या दें। तो कृष्ण भगवान कहते हैं ठीक है, कुछ है नहीं तो दूध दही दे दो, आपका माखन मिश्री दे दो, जो कुछ भी है मुझे दे दो, मैं ले लूंगा। तो ललिता सखी पहचान जाती है कि दूध दही माखन मिश्री की बात करने वाले सिर्फ एक ही है और वो ही श्याम सुंदर। तो वो देखती है भगवान श्री कृष्ण के कमर पट्टे के ओर, और जब देखती है तो उन्हें भगवान श्री कृष्ण की बांसुरी दिखती है और वो पहचान जाती है। तो वही बांसुरी उठाती है और डंडे से कृष्ण भगवान को मारने शुरू करती है। तो भगवान श्री कृष्ण वहां से भाग जाते हैं। ये अलग अलग लीलाएं हमें गोवर्धन में Krishna performs these various pastimes in Govardhan. Then Bhagwan also does Gocharan Leela there. He takes his cows, and Nanda Baba has around 9 lakh cows, and he takes those 9 lakh cows and he goes to Govardhan every day and he goes and does Gocharan Leela there. And those 9 lakh cows have many calves also. So Gocharan Leela ke liye, when Krishna takes him to Govardhan, Govardhan has beautiful grass which is growing there. And that grass is explained that this grass is wo Romavali jo hai, that grass is his Romavali, is his fine hair. And when the cows feed on that fine hair, jab गाय वो घास प्रदान करती है तो they become very healthy, they become very happy and they become very संतुष्ट, बहुत संतुष्ट हो जाते हैं वो गोवर्धन के सारा whatever Govardhan provides them with the grass, They become very healthy, happy, and they provide excellent milk for all the Vrajvasis. So Govardhan is also a place where Krishna takes his cows and he performs his Gocharan Leela. And not only that, when the cows are thirsty, he has a lot of kunds around them. So बहुत सारे कुंड है आजू बाजू गोवर्धन के, जो जहाँ जब गाय when they are thirsty, जब उन्हें पानी पीना रहता है तो वो वहां जाते हैं और पानी पीते हैं. और आप जानते होंगे कि राधा कुंड और श्याम कुंड भी गिरी गोवर्धन में है, लेकिन गाय वहां जाते नहीं है क्योंकि वो जगह बहुत निजी जगह है, बहुत गुप्त जगह है, सिर्फ राधा कृष्ण के माधुर्य लीला का. तो गाय वहां छोड़ के सारी जगह जाती है. वहां आजू बाजू में इंद्र कुंड है, ऐरावत कुंड है, फिर संकर्षण कुंड है, नवल कुंड है, सुरभि कुंड है, अप्सरा कुंड है, मानसी गंगा है. यहाँ सब जाकर गैया और बछड़े पानी भी पी लेते हैं. तो गिरिराज का बहुत अत्यंत महत्व है अलग अलग लीलाओं के लिए. और हम ये जानते हैं कि मानसी गंगा भी वहां है. मानसी गंगा is another place where Lord Shri Krishna performs his pastimes with the gopis, and it is called Manasi Ganga क्योंकि ये गंगा कृष्ण भगवान के मन से प्रकट हुई है. It is emanated, manifested from Lord Krishna's heart. That's why it is called as Manasi Ganga. So Manasi Ganga is also there in Giri Govardhan. तो श्रील रूप गोस्वामी कहते हैं कि सर्वश्रेष्ठ लीला स्थान तो राधा कुंड और श्याम कुंड है. लेकिन हमारे आचार्य कहते हैं कि राधा कुंड और श्याम कुंड मानो गिरी गोवर्धन के दो आश्रुपूर्ण नेत्र है. सो दे आर टीयर फिल्ड आईज ऑफ गिरिराज गोवर्धन. आपने गिरिराज परिक्रमा तो की होगी और गिरिराज को देखा होगा. यहाँ कितने लोगों ने गिरिराज परिक्रमा की है?
Yes, Mataji, I've done it.
काफी लोगों ने की है. 50% लोगों ने तो की है कि नहीं की?
माताजी सबने की, मोस्टली काफी लोगों ने
की है ना. तो आपने देखा होगा कि गिरिराज इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ पीकॉक. गिरिराज एक मोर के शेप में है, और इस मोर के शेप में है तो ही इज डिवाइडेड इनटू डिफरेंट पार्ट्स. एंड हिज हेड, मुख है मोर का, उसे मुखारविंद कहा जाता है. उसके गले को दानघाटी कहा जाता है. उनके पूंछ को पुछरी का लोटा कहा जाता है. और जैसे आचार्य ने कहा है कि रूप राधा कुंड और श्याम कुंड उनके दो आश्रुपूर्ण नेत्र है. तो ये मोर के दो नेत्र राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड है, और अराउंड देम, इन एंड अराउंड देम आर ऑल द वेरियस कुंड्स. तो अगर आप ऊंचाई से देखें कहीं एट सम स्पॉट इन गोवर्धन, इफ यू गो एट अ लिटिल हाइट, यू विल सी दैट गोवर्धन अपीयर्स लाइक अ तिलक. तिलक के रूप में उनका दर्शन होता है. So Govardhan is called the Tilak of Vrindavan. तो मैंने सोचा इसलिए गोवर्धन के बारे में अभी थोड़ी और चर्चा कर ले, और let's find out why Govardhan is given so much importance. So let's see what go means. So go has many meanings. So one meaning of go is Govardhan. Means what do you mean by Govardhan? Vardhan means somebody who nourishes. जो गैयों का वर्धन करता है उसे गोवर्धन कहते हैं. He provides all the grass, all the water, all that is required for the cows and for the pleasure of the cows, for their nutrition, for their mental health, so that they provide the Vrajvasis with nice fresh milk. So that's why he's called Govardhan. So can you imagine what kind of a Vaishnav he is? He's providing his own hair. वो अपने खुद के रोमावली को नोच के गायों को प्रदान करते हैं. So it must be so painful for him. So much, he's taking so much effort to feed the cows. So what an amazing Vaishnav Seva. So he is Haridasa Varya. So he's doing so much Vaishnav Seva. So he's very dear to the cows and the cows are very dear to him. So go का एक अर्थ है गोवर्धन, one who gives pleasure to the cows. गो का दूसरा अर्थ ये भी है गोपियों का वर्धन. So as we mentioned that Krishna performs a lot of pastimes with the gopis in Govardhan. So there Krishna is the prananath of the gopis, and the gopis are very dear to Krishna also. So Manasi Ganga is one place where at Govardhan Krishna performs a lot of pastimes with the gopis, and waha in Manasi Ganga there's Nauka Vihar with the gopis and Srimati Radharani, and there are nice stories at Manasi Ganga, which if we get an opportunity we'll all discuss that further. But gopis ke साथ Manasi Ganga में Govardhan में he performs a lot of different pastimes. Then there is also Chandra Sarovar is there in Govardhan. Chandra Sarovar is a place where Radhika and Srimati Radharani in Vasant Panchami, they perform their Ras Leela at Govardhan at Chandra Sarovar. Chandra Sarovar is also a place where Sant Surdas ji performed his bhajan. Surdas ji ने अपना भजन चंद्र सरोवर में किया और उनकी समाधि भी वही है चंद्र सरोवर में. तो आप वहां देख पाएंगे कि you'll find the samadhi there of Surdas ji when you all go, so don't miss that whenever you all go for your Giriraj Parikrama. तीसरा अर्थ गो का ये भी है कि गोस्वामी. So अभी भगवान श्री कृष्ण is also very favorable to all the saints who are worshipping him in Govardhan. So गो का अर्थ है गोस्वामी और वर्धन का अर्थ है जो भक्ति में उन्हें वर्धन करता है, one who nourishes their भक्ति. So हम देखते हैं कि आजकल काफी संत लोग गोवर्धन में रहते हैं, वहाँ गोवर्धन की परिक्रमा करते हैं, गोवर्धन में मधुकरी करते हैं, गोवर्धन में रहते हैं, गोवर्धन की दंडवती लगाते हैं. वैसे आधुनिक काल से देखे तो वृंदावन अभी वन नहीं रहा है, वृंदावन पूरे बिल्डिंग और इमारतों से भर गया है. तो संत लोगों के लिए यहाँ मुश्किल जाता है अपना भजन करना. तो वो एकांत के जो इच्छुक है, जिनको भक्ति एकांत में करनी है, तो वो गोवर्धन जाते हैं. और गोवर्धन में इट इज क्वाइट, वहाँ शांति है, तो वहाँ अपना भजन अच्छा होता है संत लोग का. सो गोवर्धन इज ऑल्सो प्रोवाइडिंग नरिशमेंट टू द गोस्वामीज, द वंस हु वांट टू डू देयर भजन. तो एकांत प्रिय इच्छुक है जो निर्जन भजन करना चाहते हैं, वो गिरिराज में जाते हैं. जो स्थली जहाँ वहाँ वास करके जिनके वातावरण और पर्यावरण में गोस्वामी गण का, संत लोगों का अपने भक्ति में वृद्धिकरण हो, वो स्थान गोवर्धन है. सो गोवर्धन इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्लेस फॉर इंक्रीजिंग वंस भजन. So another meaning of go is Goswami, which we discussed. So we discussed 4 meanings of go. Go means one who gives pleasure to the cows, one who gives pleasure to the gopis, one who gives pleasure to the Goswamis, and one who gives pleasure to the gopas. Let's discuss about the gopas. The fourth one is जो गोप लोग को, गोप गण को जो pleasure देता हो, आनंद देता हो, उन्हें Giriraj Govardhan also gives pleasure to the gopas. How is that? Every day Krishna goes with the gopas, he goes to Govardhan and he's performing his pastimes there. So in the caves of Govardhan, all the gopas are hiding and they're playing luka chuki. Then from all the streams they are drinking the fresh waters. Then they are bathing there. They're bathing Krishna with all the phal phool jahan hai, जो रस भरे फल है उनका रस निचोड़ कर पीते हैं. कृष्णा को सारे वहां के फल प्रदान करते हैं और अलग अलग उनकी क्रीड़ाओं का शेल्टर गोवर्धन है. So it is also giving pleasure to the gopas. So these 4 meanings of the word go is all related to Govardhan, and that is another importance of why Govardhan is so important. So we saw first that Krishna goes there all day, leaving his parents. He goes to Govardhan. He performs his pastimes with the gopas, the gopis at Govardhan. He feeds his cows at Govardhan. So from all perspective, we are seeing that Govardhan is such an important place where Krishna performs his pastimes there. And it is also said by Rupa Goswami. It is in hierarchy. After Vaikuntha is Mathura. After Mathura is गोवर्धन। तो अब इस तौर पर हम गोवर्धन के बारे में थोड़ा सुनते हैं। कहीं शास्त्र में प्रमाण है कि गिरिराज गोवर्धन अलग-अलग तरह से प्रकट हुए और उनका उल्लेख भी है। और हम जानते हैं कि गोलोक वृंदावन एक शाश्वत धाम है और गोवर्धन भी नित्य और शाश्वत है। और गर्ग संहिता में दिया है एक उल्लेख है, एक वार्ता है राजा बहुलेश्वर और नारद मुनि के परस्पर एक सुंदर वार्ता है कि एक बार गोलोक वृंदावन में स्थित श्रीमती राधा रानी ने कृष्ण भगवान से पूछा कि आप मेरे लिए एक सुंदर सुरम्य स्थान यमुना के तट पर प्रकट कर सकते हैं? तो भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने कहा क्यों, क्या उद्देश्य है? तो श्रीमती राधा रानी ने कहा कि मैं एक ऐसा सुरम्य सुंदर वातावरण युक्त स्थान को प्राप्त करना चाहती हूँ जहाँ यमुना के तट पे, जहाँ हम परस्पर वहाँ लीला विहार कर सके। तो भगवान श्री कृष्ण मन ही मन मुस्कुराए और उन्होंने कहा तथास्तु, तुम्हारी इच्छाओं की पूर्ति हो जाएगी। और उन्होंने कहते ही समाधि में स्थित हुए और अपने अंतःकरण में प्रवेश किए और अपने मन में जो इच्छाएं थी राधा रानी के टुवर्ड्स, जो प्रेम था, उन्हें प्रकट किया। एंड ही मैनिफेस्टेड दैट लव फॉर राधा रानी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ गिरि गोवर्धन। सो अर्थात भगवान श्री कृष्ण का जो प्रेम है श्रीमती राधा रानी के लिए, दैट मैनिफेस्टेड एज गिरि गोवर्धन। सो दिस इज व्हाट is the importance of Giriraj. So now let us see what happened after that. Then when they decided, when Shri Krishna Bhagwan decided to descend on earth to perform his pastimes, he requested Srimati Radharani कि श्रीमती राधारानी, it's time for us to go down. अभी हम भूमंडल पे भू पे जाके भूतल पे जाके अपनी क्रीड़ाएं करेंगे, तो आप हमारे साथ आएंगे? तो श्रीमती राधा रानी से, मैं कैसे आ सकती हूँ? ना वहाँ यमुना रसरानी है, ना वृंदावन धाम है, ना गोवर्धन है। तो अगर आप ये तीनों मेरे साथ ले जाए तो मैं आ जाऊंगी। तो कृष्णा said, okay, so be it. So Krishna manifested the spiritual world on Bhulok, on Bhutal. Bhutal pe Radharani, Krishna came along with all the three which Radharani desired. She desired Govardhan, she desired Yamuna Mai, and she desired Vrindavan Dham. Tino manifested here, which we are seeing with our material vision, but we have to realize they are eternal, they are spiritual, and they are non-different from what is there in Goloka Dham. So this is how Govardhan appeared on Bhutal. But there are few other interesting stories also which are mentioned. So let's talk about them. One very interesting story is about Pulashta Muni, how Pulashta Muni got Govardhan to Vrindavan. तो एक बार पुलष्ट मुनि द्रोणागिरी के पास गए हिमालय में, और वहां जाके उन्होंने द्रोणागिरी से कहा कि काशी में रहता हूँ और वहां मेरे लिए भजन करने लिए भजन अनुकूल स्थान नहीं है, कोई पर्वत नहीं है, गिरी नहीं है। आपके पास तो बहुत गिरी है। तो द्रोणगिरी is the king of all mountains. So he had many mountains with him, the Himalayan mountains. So he welcomed Pulashta Rishi and he said कि आइए आइए, आप जो भी गिरी चाहते हैं वो ले जाइए। तो पुलस्ट ऋषि ने सारे गिरियों का निरीक्षण किया और वहां जाके उन्होंने देखा कि गोवर्धन बहुत ही सुंदर है। गोवर्धन के स्लोप्स आर कवर्ड विथ ऑल रत्न भरे, रत्नों से जड़े हुए उनके स्लोप्स है। ब्यूटिफुल flower valleys are there. There are flowers and fruits which are so fragrant and smelling. कई कंदर और गुफाएं भी है, and he saw them and he was like, oh my god, these are so good for my bhajan. So he fell in love with Govardhan. So he went to Dronagiri and he said, मैं ये गोवर्धन गिरी को ले जाना चाहता हूँ। तो ये सुनकर द्रोणागिरी का his heart stopped beating. उन्हें बहुत दुख हुआ क्योंकि गोवर्धन उनका सबसे छोटा पुत्र था and he was his most favorite पुत्र. So when when he told Dronagiri that I want your son, his heart melted. So this situation reminds us of the situation where Vishwamitra Muni came to Lord Ram and he asked for Lord Ram to his father Dashrath. And the similar situation we see that it is seen when the Brahmin comes to Hadai Pandit and asks for Nityanand Prabhu to go with him. Similarly, Dronagiri faced a similar situation where पुलस्त्य ऋषि went and he requested Govardhan from him. तो द्रोणागिरी ने कहा कि ये तो मेरे छोटे पुत्र है, सबसे प्रिय है और ज्यादा समझदार नहीं है, आप कोई और ले लो या मुझे ले लो, मैं आता हूँ आपके साथ. लेकिन पुलस्त्य ऋषि को गोवर्धन इतने पसंद आए थे कि he wanted only Govardhan. So he told him नहीं, I want him. So बहुत मन भारी हो गया द्रोणागिरी का. गोवर्धन भी गोवर्धन ऑल्सो डिडंट वांट टू गो, उन्हें भी नहीं जाना था गोवर्धन को. और गोवर्धन रोने लगे, बोल रहे थे नहीं मुझे नहीं आना. लेकिन पुलस्त्य ऋषि ने कहा कि आपके पिता ने तो हमें अभी वचन दे दिया है, आपको पूरा करना पड़ेगा. तो गोवर्धन ने बोला ठीक है मैं आऊंगा, लेकिन मेरी एक शर्त है. तो पुलस्त्य ऋषि ने बोला ठीक है, क्या शर्त है? तो गोवर्धन ने कहा कि ये शर्त है कि एक ही शर्त पे आऊंगा कि जब आप मुझे धारण कर रहे होगे और अगर आपने मुझे कहीं नीचे रख दिया तो मैं वहीं रुक जाऊंगा, मैं वहीं स्थित हो जाऊंगा और वहां से हिलूंगा नहीं. तो पुलस्त्य ऋषि से हाँ मैं क्यों आपको नीचे रखूंगा, मैं तो सीधा आपको काशी ले जाऊंगा और आपको I won't give you an opportunity to sit down anywhere. You will directly come with me to Kashi. तो ऐसे कह के with tear-filled eyes, Dronagiri and Govardhan departed from each other. And Pulastya Rishi started his यात्रा. उनकी यात्रा वापस काशी शुरू कर दी उन्होंने. और जाते जाते काशी जाते जाते they were flying over व्रजमंडल. अब व्रजमंडल देखते ही गिरिराज गोवर्धन के दिल में माइंड में सारे मेमोरीज आने लगे, सारे यादें आने लगे राधा और कृष्ण के लीलाओं के, गैयों के, गोपियों के, सबके. और उनका मन भारी हो गया. वो बोले मैं कहाँ जा रहा हूँ, ये काशी तो जाना है नहीं, कुछ करना पड़ेगा. तो जैसे वो व्रजमंडल के ऊपर से जा रहे थे, उन्होंने अपने आप को दिल में बहुत भारी बनाया, इतना भारी बनाया कि पुलस्त्य ऋषि थोड़ा थकने लगे. पुलस्त्य ऋषि started becoming tired. And then और योग माया की शक्ति वृंदावन में काम करती है. योग माया is none other than तुलसी महारानी and Purnamasi. So when he started flying over Vrajmandal, Yog Maya took over and he got tired. Pulastya Rishi got tired and he wanted to answer nature's call. So slowly, he was flying high and he came down and he came near Vrajmandal, near Yamuna. He saw Yamuna. He thought, हाँ मैं यहाँ स्नान करूँगा, थोड़ा पानी पीऊँगा, I'll cleanse myself and then I'll go start my journey back to काशी. तो उन्होंने गिरिराज को वहां यमुना के तट पे रख दिया. अब वो अपना अग्रीमेंट भूल गए थे, वो अपना वादा जो था वो भूल गए थे. उन्होंने अपना क्लेनलीनेस किया, नहाए यमुना में, वापस आए पानी वानी पी के एकदम. ही वॉज वेरी फ्रेश एंड ही वेंट टू गिरिराज एंड ही सेड चलो गिरिराज मेरे हाथ पे बैठ जाओ, अभी आगे जाना है, काशी बहुत दूर ही नहीं है, पास में ही है, चलो. तो गिरिराज बोले मैं तो नहीं आऊंगा, मैं यहीं रहूंगा, ये तो मेरा घर है. तो बोले ऐसे थोड़ी बात है, आपने मुझे वचन दिया था आप आओगे. तो गिरिराज बोले आप आपका वचन भूल गए हो. अपनी ये अग्रीमेंट हुई थी कि wherever you put me down, I will stay right there. जहां आप मुझे रखेंगे मैं वहीं रहूंगा. I will not get up now. So he said नहीं ऐसे थोड़ी चलता है. तो he said नहीं मैं तो नहीं आऊंगा. तो पुलस्त्य ऋषि tried very hard to pick him with all his mystical powers. सब उनकी जो सिद्धियां थी वो सब spiritual powers use किए, सिद्धियां use किए. फिर he even embraced गिरिराज and started crying and saying चलो ना, इतना भी गुस्सा मत हो. He tried all sweet words, he tried force, he tried spiritual powers, he tried everything to push Giriraj and pick him up. But Giriraj is a pure devotee and Pulastya Muni is not. Giriraj is a servant of Krishna and Pulastya Muni was not as elevated as Giriraj. He couldn't move Giriraj a bit. So Pulastya Muni got angry and Pulastya Muni said that, I'm so angry with you. ऐसे गुस्से से कांपने लगे. His lips were trembling, his hands were trembling, and then he told Giriraj that I'm going to curse you now. So Giriraj said, आप जो कुछ भी श्राप देना चाहे आप दे दो, मैं यहाँ से हिलने नहीं वाला. And if anybody gives a shrap to a pure devotee, it doesn't work, because you have to be a pure devotee in order to give shrap. And Pulastya Muni was not as pure as Giriraj. So that shrap, Giriraj said, मुझ पे कोई काम नहीं करेगा, किया भी तो मैं यहाँ व्रजमंडल से हिलूंगा नहीं. I am here and I want to stay here near Radha and Krishna. So Pulastya Rishi then took water in his hands and he cursed Govardhan. He cursed Govardhan that every day you will decrease by the size of a sesame seed. हर दिन आप एक तिल के दाने के मात्रा में घटोगे और घट के आप you will vanish, you will be gone from this planet Earth. This is what Pulastya Muni cursed. So actually we see that originally when Giriraj was there 5,000 years ago, he was thousands and crores of yojanas. He was tall, he was wide, and he had a huge height. But now with time he has decreased. But we don't look at it from that perspective that he has decreased because of the curse. It is said that our acharyas say, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that he has decreased because of viraha from Radha and Krishna. Radha and Krishna left this planet 5,000 years ago. They went back to Goloka Vrindavan. So, but Govardhan was left here. He's left here. So he day by day is separating from Radha and Krishna, and in that separation he's melting. He's melting in the love of separation of Radha and Viraha prem mein wo dhal rahe hai din ba din. This is why he is becoming smaller. But history has told us per Pulastya Muni's story that is also a story about why he's decreasing. So this is one of the important stories of how Giriraj came to Vrajmandal in Bhutal. There's another story also. ये सत्यलोक की story, सत्यलोक की story है. In the Satyalok, this Pulastya Muni story was taken place. There's another story in Treta Yuga. In Treta Yuga, the story is that Lord Ram was going to come and he was going to perform his pastimes, and then Giriraj said that, oh, I want an opportunity to serve Lord Ram. So when Sita was kidnapped, Sita Haran jab hua tha, और जब रावण लंका उन्हें ले गए थे, तो जब पुल बांध रहे थे फ्रॉम साउथ इंडिया टू श्रीलंका, जब वो पुल पत्थरों का बन रहा था, तो सारे बंदर पत्थर ला रहे थे पुल बनाने के लिए, और जो बड़े बड़े हनुमान जैसे लोग हैं वो पर्वत ला रहे थे पुल बनाने के लिए. तो गिरिराज गोवर्धन ने हनुमान जी से प्रार्थना की कि मे आई बी यूज्ड इन द सर्विस ऑफ लॉर्ड राम टू बी एबल टू हेल्प मदर सीता and be a part of this bridge so that she can be relieved and revived and got back. So Hanumanji said, okay. So he went flying all the way, and from Rajmandal he picked up Giriraj, and he picked him up, and he was just about to bring him, and just then Lord Ram announced, भगवान राम ने घोषणा की कि पुल बन गया है, अभी there is no need for any more stones or any more mountains. So tabhi fir Hanuman ji had picked up Giriraj to bring him in the service of Lord Ram. So he placed him there right down there and then. So he was back again in Vrajmandal because Lord Ram didn't need him anymore. So Giriraj was very sad. He started crying and he started saying that, oh, I had this one opportunity to serve Lord Ram, Lord Krishna in Treta Yuga, and you have stopped that also. So Lord Ram said, don't worry, to fulfill all your desires in Dwapar Yuga, I will come as Krishna and I will perform all my pastimes there in Govardhan all day long. And not only me, Srimati Radhika, all the Gopas, all the Gopis, all the Sakhis, Sakhas, and the cows will all frolic and have fun on you all day long. So in Dwapar Yuga, we find that Giriraj Govardhan came with Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna and gave pleasure to all the Vrajvasis. When when Indra attacked Vrindavan, and when Krishna lifted Govardhan with his left hand with a small pinky finger, छोटे अंगुले से जब गिरिराज को धारण किया, so we see that Giriraj protected everybody under that shelter. He had all the cows, the gopas, the gopis, his parents, the entire Vrindavan was under Govardhan. So in Dwapar Yuga, Krishna, Govardhan protected everybody and served as one of the major servants of Krishna. So that's why he's called as the foremost and topmost servant of Krishna, Haridasa Varya. So this is just an introduction in the series of our Govardhan class today. So I just wanted to establish the importance of Govardhan. Let's recap. Rupa Goswami says that higher than Mathura, higher than Vaikuntha is Mathura, higher than Mathura is Govardhan, higher than Govardhan is Radhakund and Shamkund. And which intelligent person will not perform his bhajan then at Radhakund and Shamkund? And also we saw how Govardhan is providing pleasure to the cows, the gopas, the gopis, the Goswamis, and how the different areas, the kunds it manifests, gives pleasure to all these Vrajvasis in all aspects. And then we saw how Govardhan was manifested from the heart of Sri Krishna as a act of love for Srimati Radharani, because she desired to enjoy pastimes with Sri Krishna in Vrindavan. And then we saw different stories about how Govardhan came in Satyug, in Trita Yuga, and now how he came in Dwapar Yuga, and now how we all should worship Govardhan. So these are the important aspects, important introductions of Govardhan. Govardhan has a particular shape, he has a form, the different shapes and forms. You all will experience those when you all take parikrama. So this was a small brief introduction to the importance of Govardhan. It was hard for me to speak in Hindi because, like I said, it's not my primary language of communication, but whoever has not understood, जिनको मैंने जो कुछ भी अब तक कहा है जो समझा नहीं है, मैं क्वेश्चन आंसर्स के लिए ये टाइम अभी रखती हूँ. जिसको कोई प्रश्न है ये लेक्चर के बारे में, आप मुझे पूछ सकते हैं. आई विल ट्राई माई बेस्ट. मैं अपना बेस्ट ट्राई करूंगी हिंदी में आंसर करने का, और वी कैन गो फॉरवर्ड विद द क्वेश्चंस. माता जी,
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. बहुत सुंदर आपने एक्सप्लेन किया गिरिराज गोवर्धन के बारे में, और आपने बहुत मेहनत की है हिंदी हम लोगों की वजह से बोलने में के लिए. बहुत बहुत आपका धन्यवाद. अब जिस भी माता जी प्रभु जिनका भी प्रश्न है माता जी से पूछ सकते हैं. और कुछ श्यामाश्री माता जी आप कुछ बोलना चाहते थे तो आप बोल सकते हैं पहले. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Nam. नहीं वैसे earlier I raised my hand just to say कि माताजी कह रही थी ना वृंदावन कौन गए हैं, तो उसी के लिए बस मैंने hand raise किया था. But thank you so much Mataji, it was wonderful class. I mean amazing class. जब आप class दे रही थी तो it took us to directly to Vrindavan and then Govardhan Dham. I could visualize the time when we were doing parikrama with Guru Maharaj, where he was explaining and he was explaining us the pastimes of Radha and Krishna and the stories which you told us. Amazing class. Thank you so much, Mataji, for taking out time from your busy schedule and giving us the opportunity. Hare Krishna.
thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dhanvat Pranam Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dhanvat Pranam to everybody. Mataji, thank you so much for the class. Thank you so much for the class, especially for, like us, like me especially. It's very tough to understand the Rishi Munis and all that. But when it comes to stories like these, it's very easy to understand. And there's more feelings towards Vrindavan. And it's like, it feels like, today it felt like, stay away from Maya and just be in Vrindavan, as some Mataji just said, that we're feeling as if we were in Vrindavan. So thank you so much, Mataji. Really nice. Thank you again from bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Radha Mataji. Thank you so much for the nice class. Mataji, I have a basic question, Mataji. Why it is said that every year you have to do the parikrama? Whenever you're going to Vrindavan, you have to do the parikrama, Mataji. Is there any reason, or once in a lifetime also we can do the parikrama, Mataji? What is the difference for doing once or doing every time you go to Vrindavan? They say your Vrindavan Yatra is not completed without doing the Giriraj parikrama, Mataji. So what's the reason? Iska reason kya hai, Mataji? Hare Krishna, Mataji.
So as far as I have heard, there is not a hard and fast rule that you have to do Giriraj Parikrama. It is a matter of your heart. It is a matter of your feeling. It is a matter of your closeness to the Dham, to Giriraj. It is a matter of how much faith you have in Giriraj. And also because our acharyas, like I mentioned, Rupa Goswami has mentioned that higher than Vaikuntha is Mathura, higher than Mathura and Vrindavan Dham is Giriraj, and higher than Giriraj is Radhakund. So in that hierarchy, typically one has this greed that because Rupa Goswami has said that, if you go and do bhajan in Govardhan in Radhakund, you will get millions and millions of pious credits. If you do parikrama, if you, do Dandavat parikrama, it's not recommended for us to do Dandavat parikrama, but even if you do a regular parikrama, if you chant near Govardhan, if you sit near Govardhan, every round, it is said in Vrindavan, wherever you chant, everywhere else, it is multiplied thousands of times. So if in Vrindavan it is multiplied thousands of times, can you imagine how many times it will be multiplied in Govardhan, every round and every parikrama and the pious credits? And that will be even more multiplied in Radhakund and Shamkund. So it is your faith and it is your closeness to what our acharyas are saying, and it's your closeness to the Dham. The more you hear about it, the more you read about it, the more you pray to it, the more dear it will become to you, and the more you would want to do parikrama. So there is no hard and fast rule that you have to do Giriraj Parikrama. There are many people who don't do Giriraj Parikrama, but it's like the more you know about something, the more you know about someone, the more you want to be near that person. So Giriraj is that kind of personality. The more you know about Giriraj, the more you would want to go close to him, the more you will want to do his parikrama, the more you pray to Giriraj. In our subsequent talks, we will talk about prayers to Giriraj. I will talk about few ashtakams. I will talk about what our acharyas have asked us to pray to Giriraj, and what benedictions Giriraj gives us in terms of spiritual life is phenomenal. If when we come to those classes, you will really realize that what you have missed if you have gone to Vrindavan and not done Giriraj Parikrama. You would want to go and embrace Giriraj. You would want to go and roll in the dust of Giriraj. You'll want to walk on the soft sand of Giriraj, which has been made soft for Krishna's pleasure. So you'll see when you walk through a patch of Giriraj, there are few patches where the sand is so soft that it provides relief to our feet. And this was actually done by all the cows when they realized that the Giriraj stones would prick Krishna. So the cows went and with their hoof prints, they crushed down all the hard rocks of Giriraj and all around Giriraj, so that Krishna could perform his pastimes there. So when you walk on Giriraj, that soft sand where Krishna has walked with all his Gopas, so it's very nostalgic in the scriptures, and you'll feel very close to the Dham when you actually go there and hear about it. So it's not that you have to do Giriraj Parikrama. The more you know a person, the more you want to be with him. So Giriraj and Radhakund are such places.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Usually before becoming a Krishna conscious person, we used to go to Vrindavan and हम बस वृंदावन घूम के वापस आ जाते थे माताजी. गिरिराज परिक्रमा लगता था कि वो बहुत मुश्किल काम है. So that's why I asked this question कि mostly हम as a tourist या एक तीर्थ स्थान का दर्शन करने जाते हैं तो हम बस घूम के वृंदावन में दर्शन करके बांके बिहारी एंड राधे कृष्ण का दर्शन करके वापस आते हैं. वेरी नाइस क्लास माताजी. बहुत इट वाज लाइक वी ग्लूड टू द स्क्रीन माताजी. लग रहा था और आप कहानी सुनाओ हमें. इट वाज लाइक अ स्टोरी टेलिंग सेशन फॉर हम बिगनर्स वाले ना, जूनियर केजी वाले वैष्णवस के लिए माताजी. वेरी नाइस क्लास. थैंक यू सो मच माताजी फॉर giving us your means association, and आपने हम लोगों की बात, हम लोग की request को माना. So we are so really touched, Mataji, and I think Padmavati Mataji will say something. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
राशि माता जी, आपने हैंड रेस किया है, आप अपने आप को अनम्यूट करके आप पूछ सकती हैं माता जी से कोई क्वेश्चन या कुछ आप शेयर करना चाहती हैं.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I had one question with in regards to the Govardhan Leela. So what we understand is that Govardhan is the servant of Krishna, and so is Indra also. Indra is also considered as the devotee of Krishna. So it's sometimes becomes very difficult, like why I know one reason, like there was the Indra has been very proud of his power, but why Krishna has asked people to stop the worship of one of his devotees and start the worship of one of the other devotees. So I mean, both are devotees, both are servant of Krishna. So how should we understand this, Mataji? Thank you.
So Indra is a demigod. He's a devata. We have to remember that Indra is a demigod. He is a devotee of Krishna, but then there are, we have different devotees in different stages of their bhakti. And Govardhan is a pure devotee of Krishna. Like we understood, he is directly manifested from the heart of Krishna, and it's a manifestation of love of Krishna for Srimati Radharani. So there's always a difference between a pure devotee of the Lord who will not take such an action to harm the other pure devotees, which are Rajvasi. So because Indra is a devotee, but not as purified as Giriraj or the Vrajvasis, he sometimes tends to come under Maya, and then he will perform his pastimes of pride. And, then he will become proud and he'll want to harm somebody because he's not getting worshipped. And then he'll get envy and jealousy because Giriraj is being worshipped. So we have to understand that devotees at different stages of bhakti will perform different pastimes based on how pure they are. So Giriraj is a pure devotee of Lord Shri Krishna, non-different from Shri Krishna at some point. That also we will discuss. But Indra is a devotee of Krishna also, but he's a devata and not as pure as Giriraj.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
और किसी वैष्णव का कोई क्वेश्चन है, या हमारे पास अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि माता जी से, जहाँ की स्पेसिफिकली गिरिराज गोवर्धन जी के ऊपर माता जी ने इतना सुंदर लेक्चर लिया है, तो आप पूछ सकते हैं, कोई आपका प्रश्न है.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I have one more question. Krishna, I missed this beginning class, half an hour class, so maybe you would have explained in the beginning class. But when we see जब गोवर्धन की पूजा की भगवान ने, तो गोवर्धन का फेस भगवान के जैसा ही था. मतलब गोवर्धन had a face similar to Krishna. So is Govardhan a devotee of Krishna or Krishna himself?
So Govardhan there are many interpretations to this. Govardhan is the best devotee of Krishna. He's Haridasa Varya. He's the best devotee of Krishna, as well as Krishna says that I am non-different from Govardhan. So both hold true. Both hold true that Giriraj Govardhan is Krishna himself, and as well as he is the best devotee of Krishna. Why? Because he's serving Krishna. He's serving the Vrajvasis and he's giving pleasure to Krishna. So anyone who's serving Krishna in any form is a servant of Krishna. So how he's serving, we discussed. Giriraj is serving the cows, Giriraj is serving the gopis, the Giriraj is serving gopas, and Giriraj is serving the Goswamis. Giriraj is serving Krishna by giving pleasure to all these aspects which are part and parcel of Krishna. So because Giriraj is serving Krishna in this form, he is the best devotee of Krishna. At the same time, Krishna says that I am non-different from Giriraj because he loves him so much, and because he has manifested from his own heart, खुद के हृदय से manifest हुआ है, and it's a manifestation of pure love for Srimati Radharani. So pure love from Srimati Radharani for Krishna by Krishna is non-different from Krishna. So he is worshipped as servant also and as well as Krishna also. It just depends आपका दृष्टिकोण क्या है. You want to worship him as, many people worship him as Krishna. So when we will talk in future lectures, some people worship him as Krishna, some people worship him as Balaram, some people worship him as Radharani, depending on which mood is more pradhan, which mood is more prominent in each devotee, Samvit, Samdhini or Ladhini. That those are the three moods. Depending on which mood is predominant in each devotee, you will worship him as, Krishna, Balaram, or he's also worshipped as Girirani. So, and also they say, like, it's typically said, like the brown stones are Krishna, the whitish gray stones are Balaram, and the reddish golden stones are Radharani. So that is another part which we can discuss in our next classes. So it is also worshipped as Girirani, those who are in Ladhini mood predominant. So Samvit, Samdhini and
Something interesting I came to know, means Girirani.
Hare Krishna Mataji, one more question I wanted to ask. Like, some people go for parikrama to Govardhan, and they pick some stone from Girirajji, and they bring it home, and they just keep it, saying that we respect Govardhan and all. I mean, is it right to bring like that the stones from Girirajji and then keep it in your altar or in your home or something like that?
So our acharyas and Prabhupada have said that Giriraj stone should not be picked up by anybody. Nobody should pick up Giriraj stones on their own. If at all Giriraj comes to you, it always comes through a Vrajvasi. Vrajvasi Brahman, Vrajvasi will, if a Vrajvasi decides to gift you on his own will, a Giriraj, only then he will go with you out of Vrindavan. Vaise, wherever Giriraj goes, it is by his will. But always remember, this is what I have heard. If Giriraj goes outside with you, he will bring you back to Vraj. So, Giriraj will never leave Vraj. If he is come in America with any devotee, the aim of Giriraj is to take you back to Vraj, because he will never be separate from Vrindavan. So Prabhupada has said, our acharyas have said that we should never pick up, we should never walk on any Giriraj. We should not step on. Mahaprabhu made it very clear to us, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that we should never step on Giriraj. We should never pick up any Giriraj. We should never climb Giriraj. So our Sampradaya, Gaudiya Sampradaya, does not climb on top of Giriraj to take the darshan of Gopalji Mandir. That is what other sampradayas do, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has clearly forbidden us from picking stones of Giriraj and climbing on top. Giriraj can only come to somebody if it has been gifted by a Vrajvasi. There's no other, and we should not attempt to buy Giriraj stones from a Vrajvasi also. We should not attempt to trade Giriraj with anybody. We should not attempt to pick up Giriraj. If some Giriraj willfully, happily gives you without any charge, out of pure will, that you will be sincere in his worship, then you should take it. Otherwise, it will bring a lot of difficulties in your life.
Thank you, Mataji. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
शेवाली माताजी, आपने हैंड रेज किया है, आप अनम्यूट करके क्वेश्चन पूछ सकती हैं.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranam. Mataji, I enjoyed very much your classes. And my question is that when Govardhan was actually appeared in Golok, because you said 3-4 story about appearance of Govardhan. So I want to know. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Sorry, you want to know what? I didn't quite hear.
Ma'am, Mataji, when Govardhan was appeared in Golok.
Golok appeared, he appeared in Golok Vrindavan when actually Radharani said that I want such a place, I want Krishna, very beautiful place by Yamuna, I want a place where both of us can perform our pastimes. So is it possible that you, manifest such a place? So Krishna said, okay, you want it, so be it. So he went in his meditation internally, and from his heart, the love for Radharani manifested as this Vishal avatar of Govardhan. And that is the actual Govardhan in Vrindavan, Goloka Vrindavan, the eternal spiritual world. This is how it manifested there. And then it came down when Radharani was requested by Krishna to come and perform her pastimes on Bhumandal, Bhutal. Then she requested that Govardhan come down with her, Yamuna come down, and the Vrajdham with Brajvasis come down. So all these Niji Parshads also came with Radharani and Krishna to Bhumandal. So that was when it came in Dwapar Yuga, which is 5,000 years ago. And then, because it always existed eternally, the story is there in Satyug, the story is there in Treta Yuga, and the story is there in Dwapar Yuga. And now we know Govardhan still exists.
Yes, Mataji, because I got confused because you said the story about the Pulastya Rishi and Hanuman also, because they are in different yugas. So Govardhan just came before Krishna appearance in Dwapar Yuga, isn't it?
No. Govardhan always existed in Goloka Vrindavan, because one day Radharani wanted a place where she could perform her pastimes with Krishna. So just in Goloka Vrindavan, in the eternal spiritual world, Radharani had this desire to have such a place. So she requested Krishna. And so when she requested Krishna, Govardhan first manifested in the spiritual world. And then he comes down in Satyug, then Treta Yuga and Dwapar Yuga. Is the confusion clear? That first in the eternal world and then in the different yugas.
Yes, Mataji, clear. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
और किसी वैष्णव का कोई क्वेश्चन हो तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. माता जी, लगता है कोई क्वेश्चन अभी नहीं है. अभी बाद में चिंतन मनन करके आएगा तो हम आपसे जरूर पूछेंगे अगले सेशन में. और इस कोरोना काल में आपने हमें वृंदावन गोवर्धन के दर्शन कराए, आपका बहुत बहुत आभार माता जी. इसी तरह हमारे को ब्रज लीला के ऊपर आप कथाएं सुनाते हैं, आपसे हमारा निवेदन है. और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माता जी. हरे कृष्णा.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tolerating my Hindi and English combination. Again, please forgive me that I have spoken in, in such terrible Hindi, because Hindi is not my primary language. Because Seema Mataji and Padmavati Mataji, उन्होंने आदेश दिया, इसलिए मैंने थोड़ा प्रयत्न किया. But honestly, after my 10th grade, I have not used Hindi. बम्बईया हिंदी आती है, Mumbai se ho, to next time also, if you all wish, I could give a better class in English, if it's okay with you all. But if you all still prefer me to speak like this, whatever you all desire, I will do it.
माता जी ठीक है माता जी, मैं आपको इस एक वीक में सभी माता जियों से पूछ के आई विल गेट बैक टू यू कि अगर वो लोग इंग्लिश में कंफर्टेबल होंगे तो आप इंग्लिश में दे दीजिएगा. हम लोग को ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि आज भी मुझे नहीं लगता. कुछ माता जी कह रही हैं हिंदी वाज परफेक्ट, तो आप इस तरह कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं.
माता जी आप ऐसे ही दे लो, हिंदी इंग्लिश मिला के दे दो. इतने सुंदर से आपने हमें एक्सप्लेन करा ना कि हम उस गिरिराज पर्वत पे पहुंच गए थे माता जी. सो इट्स परफेक्ट.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. It was very perfect, and after this pandemic, we have come all across and we are listening to you, Govardhan Parvat and everything about Krishna Leela. Thank you Mataji for your efforts. Thank you so much for their dedication. Thank you Mataji for making us all together and sit and listen to you. Thank you Mataji. Thank you. Dandavat Pranam Mataji.
Thank you all of you all. Please pray for me and bless me that I may be able to contribute in some way, and whatever I have spoken, it is because of my Gurudev, and I offer everything at his lotus feet. And I thank all those Shiksha Gurus, Diksha Gurus whose classes have helped me in putting forth whatever I spoke about Sri Giriraj Govardhan today. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।